Hi guys, this is Zach Cleaver, and this is Module 1 for EDL 853. To kind of start off, again, my name is Zach Cleaver. I'm a teacher at Campus High School. I am the business department chair there. I've been at Campus High School for 10 years. This is the only school I've taught at, so there's some good and some bad things about that. I've been there to see kind of our culture adjust and to see the school grow, but I also do not have much knowledge of other schools and what they're doing, so I kind of have to branch out every once in a while to get out of my kind of comfort zone. I'm married. I have two daughters. My wife is also a teacher at Campus High School. She is a special ed and English teacher, which provides us a good kind of, we're very much into the campus culture. We're very involved in the community. And the thing I like most about our school is it kind of has some small town vibes because it is a Hayesville community, which is kind of a smaller community outside Wichita, but we're actually located in Wichita, the high school is. So we do get some different demographics from Wichita other than just the Hayesville kids. Let's talk about culture. One thing I think with an inclusive culture is that it starts at the top. So your admin and even your kind of your head principal starts with this inclusive culture and starts kind of setting the tone of what he's going to look for, she's going to look for, and what's going to be expected. Then it kind of trickles down to educators and the support staff, and then they bring that into the classroom. So they do different techniques, and they're kind of the forefront of this inclusive culture. Hopefully, then after students are into this classroom culture and this classroom inclusive culture, maybe they start to take this on of an inclusive culture as well, and maybe they take it home with them and even to their parents, which they could then trickle to the community and even other stakeholders in your town that are involved in the school. Advocacy, really want to support advocacy whenever you're creating this culture. I think that a caring culture is one, it's hard to develop. It does take time to develop, but it's really important in today's high school. Kids need this caring culture. They need to understand that school is a safe place and a place that they are cared for. There's a couple different ways to do this. I mean, we start off and we do a nice week every week, and or at once a year, and basically it starts at elementary schools, junior highs, and high schools, and it's just a week of us doing activities that show kids that we care about them, and teachers do it, admin does it, and then other kids also get involved and lead some activities. That kind of leads to my next point about, I think with supporting advocacy, one of the biggest things is you actually have to have time and allow time to develop relationships with students. That comes from the admin, from teachers, from support staff. You actually have to allow time in your day-to-day schedule for people to have relationships so that students can bond with somebody and kind of feel that mentorship and that support system there. And then the last point I have is one of my biggest beliefs is to be there and support students. I'm not a 8 to 3 teacher by any means. I think being a teacher is a full year, almost all day type thing. I go to theater events, we'll go to band concerts, we'll go to sporting events, just to support kids, because whenever they see you there and their parents see you there at their event, that truly care or shows that you care about them, not just as a student, but as an overall person. Some plans and strategies for getting this culture and this inclusive culture built. I think that one thing is ensuring that all students have the same opportunity to learn. We see this a lot in that, certain kids are allowed to take certain classes, and I think that you have to give all students the opportunity to learn. Now, this could be different based off the students that are trying to get into these classes and the classroom. I'm not saying that everybody's on an equal playing field by any means, but I think that you as an administrator have to adjust your time and effort to make sure that kids have the same opportunity. We do a really good job at kind of being inclusive and letting students try different things and seeing if it works for them and kind of doing trial periods. And we do a really good job at adjusting our classes and our support staff to help students have the same opportunity to learn at all levels. Another thing is showing positivity toward all students. This last year, we created something called the Super Cults, which is a basketball team for special needs kids, and we actually started letting out school during their games so that our student body could go and watch them. And it is such an awesome experience for these students and for our students to go and cheer them on. We have a student section of band. We have cheerleaders just like we would on a Friday night. And it's really created this great culture and allowed our students to feel this bond at Campus High School. And then last but not least, I think treating staff as a whole too. We're not just talking about kids. If in an inclusive culture, you're talking about that everyone's involved in this plan. That's your support staff, that's your teachers, that's your bus drivers, that's your janitors, that's your food service staff. They're all essential in this building this caring and inclusive culture. And whenever you, as the administrator, can have this united front and this unified front that says, hey, we are going to be an inclusive culture, here's how we do it, and give people the ability and the strategies to do it, I think then you've built yourself something really special. Anyway, really looking forward to the class. I know it's going to be kind of a grind, but nice to meet you.